We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D. and her family.
Hello everyone. How y'all doing on this nice, beautiful day? Today we're making some delicious smothered chicken wings, y'all. Yes, come on y'all, let's get to cooking. Here in my deep skillet, I am pouring some oil. I am using canola oil. I'm pouring maybe a fourth of a skillet full of oil because we don't want to pour too much in there so our chicken will overflow, so we don't want that. And so just put maybe like a fourth of a skillet full of oil, okay? Okay, we will be frying our chicken on a medium-high heat. Now, if you was deep frying it, you can put it on high, but since we're pan frying our chicken, we want it on a medium-high heat. Give it maybe 4 to 5 minutes to heat up. You can always put a little flour in there just to see if it sizzles, and then you'll know your chicken is ready to be fried. These are some leftover chicken wings that I had already pre-seasoned, and I have removed them from the refrigerator. I've seasoned them with some seasoned salt, black pepper, and some garlic powder. Now we're going to coat our chicken with some flour. I'm just using some regular all-purpose flour. This flour doesn't need to be seasoned or anything because the chicken wings are well seasoned. So some people put the seasoning in their flour, but I don't have to worry about this. This chicken is well seasoned. Now we're going to flour up our chicken wings and set them to the side. Okay, our oil is ready. Now we're going to place our chicken wings into the hot oil. Be very careful with this step. You may want to use some tongs to place your chicken in your skillet. See, I'm so used to it. I know exactly what to do, but if you're not for sure if you can do this without tongs, don't do it. Make sure to keep a close check on your chicken to make sure it is frying well. You can always get a fork and just lift it up to see if it's have browned. But I usually let my chicken cook like pan frying 10 to 15 minutes on each side to make sure it is fully cooked. And be very careful if you're not familiar with frying chicken. Be very careful because sometimes that grease does pop a little bit, and so we don't want to get too close to the oil. Just get you something like tongs or a fork or something, and keep your distances. Okay, like I said, we're gonna let this cook its course, and then we're gonna be back to turn it over. Okay. Okay, it's time to turn it over. As you see, some of the pieces have come untucked, and so what I will show y'all what I do later on about that situation. Sometimes they won't stay intact, but that's okay. Okay, I have let this chicken fry for maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, and now I'm going to add a lid to it. This lid helps to cook it faster, and plus this lid has a steam hole on it, which helps it out a lot. So we're going to place our lid on this, and we're going to let it continue to fry. I'm going to let it fry for another 7 to 8 minutes, and then I'm going to remove it from our pan, and then we're going to make our gravy. Here we're slicing and dicing up our vegetables, and these vegetables are optional. You do not have to use all of these that I'm using. I'm using bell pepper, celery, and onion. If it's something there that you don't like or want, you do not have to use it. You can actually just use just onions if you want to. If you don't want to use an onion, use onion powder. Okay, just make this recipe yours. Okay, now it's time for us to check on our chicken to see if it's ready, and it is. And so we're going to remove this and place it on a plate. And then we're going to drain the oil from our skillet. Not all of it. We're going to drain majority of it. I'm just going to leave just a little oil in there for our gravy. Here we're adding in our all-purpose flour. I'm adding maybe half a cup. And I'm using a plastic whisk to mix these two together. Make sure you mix it well. Now it's time to add in our vegetables. Now we're going to mix in our vegetables. This whisk wasn't working, so I decided to get something else to use, okay? And so we're going to continue to mix our vegetables and our flour mixture together. What we're making is a roux. And so we're going to let this continue to brown to the color you want it. Some people like theirs darker. I like mine like to the minimum, like a golden brown color. So I'm going to keep mixing our vegetables and well, our roux together until it becomes the color that I'm looking for. So we're going to continue to stir. As you can see, the color is changing. And so make sure you stay at the stove because you don't want your roux to burn. You don't want this to burn. So just stay close to the stove and just keep stirring. Okay, this is the color that I'm looking for. If you want it darker, just let it keep cooking. But here I'm going to add some chicken broth to my roux to make the gravy. And I'm going to add my chicken broth to this. It may be 2 to 3 cups of chicken broth in this container. I'm going to use all of it. And so I'm going to put a little bit in at a time to make sure that's the way you do it. You put a little bit in at a time until you get to the thickness. Let me say it like that. Till you get to the thickness that you want it. You may want it thinner. So if you want it thinner, use more chicken broth. If you want thick, use less chicken broth. As you can see, we're going to continue to add chicken broth because this is not the consistency that I'm looking for. So I'm going to keep adding. So make this recipe yours. If you don't want yours as thick or thin as I have mine, do you, okay? Here I'm adding some black pepper. And I'm also adding some onion powder. That's what I was saying. Like if you don't like onion, don't add onion. Use the onion powder. Some people like the onion taste, but they don't want the onion, the onions in there. So if you don't want those in there, you don't have to. If you don't want the vegetables, you don't have to. Like I say, make this recipe yours. Okay, I also decided to add some salt because I tasted and it needed salt. Make sure to taste because the outcome of your taste is what everybody is going to taste. And so make sure you taste what you're cooking. After checking the consistency of my gravy, I decided to just go ahead and use it all. And so it'll still be good. Because I was thinking of remember I fried the chicken in flour. And so that flour is going to be added to this gravy. And so that's another thing to think about, that chicken was coated with flour. It was another thing if it were baked and you put this on some baked chicken, in which you don't even have to fry it. You can bake your chicken and add this same gravy on it if you prefer to. Now it's time to add our chicken back into our skillet. This is the way I do it. I'm coating it with the gravy. And see what I did with the wings? I went ahead and broke them so they'll be able to just lay down into the gravy. Okay, we're gonna let this continue to cook. I'm gonna turn my heat down. I'm gonna turn it on maybe a low medium heat, and then I'm gonna cover it and just let it cook for maybe another 20 to 25 minutes. Time to time, go and check your chicken and to make sure it's cooking evenly and it's cooking properly. And it is, as y'all can see, remember I was telling y'all about that flour? That flour helps thicken that gravy. So this is going to be some rich, thick gravy. And if you don't want it this thick, add just a little bit more chicken broth. Okay, this is my last check. I'm checking on it to make sure that it's cooking good, and it is. And so, as y'all can see, I'm trying to show y'all what I'm doing. I'm sticking the fork in to see how tender it is, and it is the tenderness that I want. And so I'm going to place my lid back on it, turn it on low, and then we're going to plate it up, and I'm going to show y'all the end result. Okay, y'all, everything is ready. My string beans are ready. I'm plating those up, and I'm going to add some rice to this, some rice that I had already prepared. I done heated it up, and we're going to add our smothered chicken onto our bed of rice. And this is the way I like mine. And so I hope y'all enjoyed cooking with me as much as I always enjoy cooking with you all. Y'all, this smothered chicken was so delicious. I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please don't forget to hit that notification bell to get our new and upcoming videos. And to all our new viewers and subscribers, you are welcome to our channel. Okay, y'all, as always, I'm going to say, y'all have a blessed day, and bye-bye for now. Love y'all. Stay safe and be blessed.
We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D and our family.
That's a hit!